got another little project going on. I was going to get a new awning on here, and I changed my mind. So I'm just going to take this old one off. And I'd had my mind made up that I was going to buy a new awning. But I don't know, a couple of reasons. It'll come out here in a minute, a couple of reasons why I didn't. But I had prepared it to go down the highway, and just for safety purposes, I put some zip ties up here to help hold it. So I'm going to take those off and start taking the screws out. Now, I don't know how this is going to turn out. This might be a Laurel and Hardy movie. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to try to get this thing off of here. I don't know if I'm going to have something hit me in the head or not. This is probably a two-person job. We'll find out. Let me go down to the other end and get that screw. Screw these off. I don't know if you can tell, but in anticipation of a new awning, I had put new screws all in there to tighten it up, but I guess that's not going to count anymore. Okay, I still have that old part of that awning. I'm going to clean that off of there. Now I'm going to leave that aluminum strip up there that held the back of the awning, and the reason I'm going to do that is because if I do decide to get an awning, then I'll still have that there, and secondly, it doesn't leak right now, so I'm not going to take that off of there and leave all those holes in it. I'll just clean the rest of that canvas out of there, which isn't much, and leave that there. But where I took that bracket off Now there are 2 holes up there that I'll plug up. I'll probably get just some silicone caulk and put in there. I don't want to permanently plug that hole, because if I ever decide to put an awning back on here, I don't want that permanently plugged. So I'm going to get started on this project. But first, and I'm sure he'll watch this video, I'm going to show my buddy Stan up in Ohio something. I'm using his solar battery charger he gave me for Christmas. He's asked me about that a couple of times. My GoPro, I hadn't used it in quite some time, and I don't know if all these GoPro ones do that or not, but if I don't use that in like 2 or 3 weeks, the battery goes down on it. So I didn't want to wait for the battery to charge up. So I remembered that I had this little solar tool he had given me. So I just plugged it into it, and it's sitting there recharging itself as it runs my phone. So that worked out real good, Stan, and thanks again. If anybody's interested, I think he got this at Amazon. I don't know what he paid for it, but it's called a Akeem, and if my math was correct, I could charge this iPhone 22 times on one charge of this Akeem solar charger. So that'd be real good out on a long canoe or kayak camping trip, or just a camping trip in general, actually. But we also, when we were talking about it, figured that this thing, if you were using it while it was in the sun, you would never run out of power for a phone or a camera, because it would charge itself as it was running your device. So that's going to come in real handy off into the future on different places I go. So that's and I guess I'm saying that right, Akeem or Akeem, and it came in this box, and there's an instruction manual, and right under there is your cord, and that's a USB charger, so you can charge that off of your electric if you just have something with a USB port on it. So okay, there we go. That's going to work out real good. Now let's get back to this project on this cool day. I think it's only supposed to be like 91 today. Any of you people way up north, though, you'll be glad you're not here. So anyway, let's get to cleaning this up down through there, and then we'll go on to the next why did I do this. Okay, so after getting up here, I cut on this a little bit, and I realized there's a rubber gasket kind of thing back in there. Whoa, don't do that. I'm going to take that out, but I'm going to save it. Okay, so here's what the deal is. I decided I was going to try something. This is a 10 by 10 screened patio canopy. They call it a screen house. And if my theory is correct, it came all packed in this bag. And like I said in the tent video, I'll probably never get it back in here. So I'll probably end up buying a little bit larger bag to store it in. But what I wanted to do was give this an experiment to see if I liked it before I bought a new awning. And I think the advantage to this will be pretty clear. It's screened. Now you can buy screens for awnings that go all the way around, but those things are going to be a pain in the butt to put up. And I want something quick, and this is supposed to be quick. So let me unbox this and get my little tool I just talked about. Supposed to have one side a zipper door, and the other three sides are solid screen. It says easy put up and all that. We got little bows right there. Put that on the ground. I always save these pieces of ribbon, by the way, off of your tents and stuff. It comes in handy to tie them up when you put it back together. So what I'm going to do, believe it or not, is I'm going to set it down over here where I'm going to put it, and then I'm going to go read the instructions. And I usually don't, but the reason I'm going to do that today is because I don't want to look like an idiot putting this up when I'm recording it on that GoPro. So let's go read the instructions. Okay, so I went ahead and put this thing up, and in this little space I had allotted out here, it was a real tussle. And it wouldn't be with two people, I don't think. And I don't think it would be out in an open field. But still, I'm not happy with this because of the length to the bottom of that down there, down to where a stake would go. And I wasn't going to stake it on this concrete. There's just way too big of a gap. You can probably see the sunlight under that side over there. But anyway, I'm going to take this and put it on a grassy area and see if I can eliminate some of that. Even the mosquitoes, the size of them around here, they can go under that 4-inch gap under there. So I'm going to take this and put it over in the yard and stake it down. Okay, so I've moved this over here in a grassy area, and I'm going to stake it down. There's some high grass over here, just have to do it. But it came with these little stakes. Those little kind I said I didn't like. And I'm going to use them here. I'm not going to use my good stakes. I'm going to be using them on a camping trip. So let's start staking this down and see what happens. We've had years of parking over here. I even one time actually a couple of times when I had some gravel left over on a construction job, I brought it in here and threw it out to help with parking, because there used to be several more people living here. But now I put this tent here, but that's some tough ground for these little wire stakes. I was thinking about, when I was looking at this, and there's even a possibility that I might go with a big tall dome tent and just not use the rain fly on it, and get one where the whole top is netting. But there's a pretty good bit of room in here. You know, like I could probably put a sectional over here, and see, a lazy boy would be nice right in there. Some bookshelves and cases. About a 6-foot TV right there. Okay, maybe not. Maybe just a TV table and a chair. We'll see how that works in the morning. And I'll be back with a cup of coffee. Well, okay, folks. Here we are at what I call dark 30 tomorrow morning. And I've been sitting out here a little while having some coffee, and so far so good. But I did cheat a little bit, because when I came out earlier, when the coffee was making, I could see some flying bugs sort of all around the top up there, like they were trying to get out. So I went and got some of this flying insect spray, and sprayed some of that all up in there and around the bottom of this canopy. And so I've been sitting here for a while, and I haven't gotten a mosquito bite, and that's what the thing's all about. So far I'm liking this. If I was traveling, I don't think I would take and put this thing up unless I was going to be in one spot for, you know, 3 or 4 days. I wouldn't put it up for a night. But I think I'm going to go with this. And this was a cheap one, and I'll buy a better one. They make them that have better bottoms and stuff on them. You know, they run 150 or 200 bucks, but it would be worth it if I took care of it. It would last me for years, and that just wouldn't be an issue. So as far as I know right now, I am good to go with this tent canopy. I can sit out here and listen to these birds that are really chirping this morning. I don't know if you can hear them in the background or not, because you can hear the semi trucks going down I-65 real good too. There's nothing we can do about that. But anyway, here's a top of the morning to you, and I hope you enjoy your day as much as I'm going to enjoy mine. See you next time.